As demonstrated, the rites of purification, fertility, and nature worship are present in many of the holidays of old that still survive today. Now, the holiday that is still associated with the ancient rituals of the past is Halloween, the night when we make allowances for that which normally doesn't exist, but on this day could walk amongst us, just ghosts, goblins, fairies, and more. Halloween is the Celtic celebration of Samhain, meaning summer's end, while being a cross-quarter day and festival of the dead as well. The ancient Celtic priests called Druids were the ones who made the connections, the spirits. This was a time for communicating with the dead and receiving wisdom. The veil between the worlds is thin at this time, so that the spirits can pass between. Past and present, living and the dead, are made closer on this night. It may have originated as long as 2,000 years ago in the Celtic culture. This was the summer's end celebration of the harvest. Nowadays, we dress up in costumes, and this doesn't seem to fit. Whether to make the spirits feel more at home or to frighten them away, the Celts would dress in costumes and make themselves appear ugly. Trick-or-treating was a byproduct of the offering set out at doors to help spirits on their journey and appease them from doing harm, when the children would go around eating offerings instead. When this was realized, the treats were brought inside. The kids would still ask for treats in return for prayers to the dead. That is where we got trick-or-treating from. The jack-o'-lantern was used in a more primitive form by the Celts to guide spirits on their journey or frighten away those spirits who wished them harm. The bobbing for apples is a little different because it brings in the Roman celebration to Pomone, the goddess of fruit trees, whose symbol was the apple. So, tying in with the harvest celebration, we had the bobbing for apples from the Romans. Divination is said to have taken place on this night, with the spirits' help to determine the future. Because the veil between the worlds is thinnest on this night, it was, and is, considered an excellent time for divinations. Many of these attributes also carry over to the All Saints' Day. So next time on Halloween or All Saints' Day, think of what it might have been like long ago on the original Celtic holiday. Christmas is one of the other major Christian holidays that is not as pious as one may think. This is a time known as Yule, which falls on the winter solstice. The slight connection to the celebrations you're familiar with. In Babylon, Theseus, son of Isis, goddess of nature, was celebrated. This was followed by feast and gift-giving. The Romans called this time of year Saturnalia, in honor of their god of agriculture, Saturn. In the celebrations, mistletoe played a key role. In the festivities, kissing beneath the mistletoe was thought to strengthen the powers of fertility and help end animosity between enemies. The term Yule literally means wheel, which was the symbol of the sun, because this was the time of the sun god, Mithras. The Druids would agree because they believed that mistletoe carried sacred properties. Since mistletoe maintained its green all year long, it was seen as a symbol of fertility, with the added benefit of being able to repel evil. The Scandinavians and Vikings also held mistletoe in esteem. There are other traditions that we follow that come from the past as well. The Christmas tree is a major symbol around the holidays. The ancient Egyptians would bring green palms into their homes to symbolize life's triumph over death. The Druids used the tree as a religious symbol in their ceremonies, going to groves to hold their celebrations. The Vikings thought that the evergreen represented a return to spring. The Druids and Romans would decorate the evergreen trees with fruit and candles. That is how we get the various evergreen decorations. We actually get caroling from the Romans as well. The mummers were costumed singers and dancers who traveled from house to house entertaining their neighbors. So, thanks to the past, we have Christmas trees and caroling today. We can never escape the past. It will always adjust itself with the times to live on. The religions and cultures of old remain in our world in the celebrations and holidays that we have grown up with. Therefore, it would be advisable to learn about the past so we can understand our present and, in turn, our future. There are many mysteries to how we get to where we are today, but looking at the past can give us a glimpse. The tradition of the ancient religions are alive and kicking in our modern holidays and celebrations.